may know her as Hannah Montana, but recently Deborah Roberts had a chance to sit down with teen star Miley Cyrus and learn just how she does it all.
Well, tell me a little bit about that. How do you keep up the hectic pace?
I really have no idea. I think candy and a little bit of Red Bull mixed with just always being wired, and my parents are great, so they keep me laughing and going and keep me awake.
How did this all start for you? Did you always know you wanted to be in the limelight?
I did. When I was younger, singing was like my main focus. I really wanted to sing, and I would go on tour with my dad and all these things. But now I think, when I think back on it, I always did like being in front of the camera. I like people to take me as I sing, and me and my mom were talking about this the other day. It's like singing was my thing, but I like, you know, other people watching and recording. That's why I love doing live audience, and then also, you know, being on the television show.
Did you really steal the show once when your dad was on stage? Did you sneak onto stage?
It was an Elvis tribute, and there was all these people there. It was like my dad, all these really like legends, everyone, and my nanny. Bless her. I have no idea how she did this. I escaped. I kicked and run, and I went up there and I grabbed the microphone and started singing, and they started passing me around. It was so much fun. So I do that when I was younger. I used to escape from the nanny, they say, and grab the microphone and sing whenever I can.
And you wanted people to actually watch you. I mean, you wanted to perform.
I wanted people to see, and then also, like, I would be writing songs when I was younger and try to put silly things together about me and my dad and my name and all these silly things that we would write. And I would love people to hear what I, you know, have written. So I think it's like it's kind of like an instant thing when you sit there and you work really, really hard, and then you kind of immediately get to see what people's reactions are. So if there's a couple changes you need to make. So songwriting got easier as I started doing that and learned the process of it.
Well, you came from a family of singers and actors and so forth. Now, Miley, very unusual name, but it's not your given name.
No.
What is your real name?
Destiny Hope.
Destiny.
And my grandmother is the only one that refuses to call me Miley. I'm her Destiny. That's it. That's all she'll call me. So.
How did you come about Miley?
My dad made all these cute poems and all these things about saying when I was a baby I used to smile all the time. So my mom helped him as times went on. You know, when you do the cute little baby talk or whatever, you start dropping letters every now and then. And so he just kept saying, "Oh, she's smiling, she's smiling, she's Miley," and all these things. And so finally I got the name Miley, and it stuck with me.
You caught on.
It did. I've never, like, at school it was always Miley and things like that. So I guess it's just my name now.
In fact, most people identify you as Hannah Montana. How did this come about? You had started to dabble a little bit. You had a couple of roles before this.
Yeah.
But how did Hannah Montana happen?
It was crazy. I auditioned and I was 11. It was a 15-year-old part, so no way that I looked right. But I definitely want to still try. I didn't even know it was for Disney Channel. I just loved the script. I knew it really related to me and a lot of other girls. And so I just kept, you know, going and going. And at first, I wasn't even auditioning for my part. I was auditioning for the best friend, Niley, Emily Osment. Props to her. That was definitely a really cool role to play, and she does it amazing. So I auditioned for Lily, and then they wanted me to audition for Hannah, and then they were, you know, too small, too young. I was so sad. I was like, well, you know, why would you even have me, you know, try again? I was like, I don't understand. So I was like, oh, okay, so they're going to see how old I can really look. So I tried to dress up and wear mama's shoes and makeup and all this stuff, and still too small, too young, and just looked like a little girl playing dress up. So I kept trying and trying, and then finally I was, you know, maybe if I bugged them enough, they'll finally give me the part, and it worked. And I think I sent so many tapes in and tried, you know, so much that I think they're finally just retired of all the tapes they were getting daily.
You wore them down.
I know. I finally begged.
The Disney executives said they were won over by your energy, your constant energy, your love for life. Where do you find all this energy?
I have no idea. I have no idea. I'm always so busy. Our call time's always really early and things, but I think it's just my friends on set and my family and everything keep me really energized because, you know, my dad's saying his life motto is if you ain't having fun, it ain't working. So I guess I love, and, you know, my life is so crazy and there's so much going on. I'm trying to enjoy it, and even though things are moving fast, I'm trying to pace myself and keep let it go slow because you've only got a short time to enjoy it.
And you're working with your dad.
Yeah,
now,
for sure, which is crazy.
My daughter would probably flip if she were working with me. What is it like working with your dad?
I did it first. I think I did the same thing that your daughter would do, for sure. I was like, oh. But now we're best friends and we love hanging out. So he's a really great dad.
What's the hardest part about what you do?
The hardest part, I think. Always, even though my energy is really crazy, I'm always, you know, really wild or whatever. I think it is keeping up the energy, because there's so many people to meet and so many things to do, and you always want someone to remember. You don't want to ever be, it's hard, you know, when you have a bad day or something and people catch you on that day when you just don't feel like you could smile or look cute in a picture or whatever. So I think that's the hardest, keeping up your energy and making sure that you can really relate to all the people that you're going to meet.
And the best part?
Well, we're us girls, the free clothes. All the good clothes and the shoes and someone dressing you and having your hair and makeup done. I think definitely like the glamorous part of it, because once my face gets washed off, I'm like, dang it, why can't he always be around? So
Which is Miley Cyrus.
I know, I think once you have the hair done and your makeup and all the cool clothes, I think that's the most fun part, is getting dressed up every day.
You get the limo out front, hottest styles, every shoe, every color. Yeah, when you're famous, it can be kind of fun. It's really you, but no one ever discovers.